it's me, Nick, the super awesome Lego builder himself, and today I will be reviewing another MOC, or MOC, I built myself. And this is one of the first MOCs, it might have been the first actually, MOC I made last school year after I finished the ADU anti-alien helicrane, I believe. So this was what I created. It's also a helicopter, just like that one. One of my friends referred to it as the sister of the big alien defense unit chopper. But to be honest, it's Atlantis themed, if you haven't already gathered that from the green cockpits and the red paint. And to be honest, I don't mind this set, but I don't love it. I don't hate the set, but I don't love it. And that's because it's a nice set, but I feel that it could be detailed in a bunch of places a lot more. But it doesn't really bother me that much because I didn't intend this set to be a great, beautiful set. It's a set that I just wanted to be... It's a set that I just wanted to be a nice looking... And the set to be a nice looking mini MOC, I guess. Sorry, I said it there. So, the general gist of this set is that, or this helicopter, is that it would be what the Atlantis crew would use to communicate from the air and call for all the submarines. I nicknamed it the Dolphin chopper because if you look at it from the side, it actually has a profile very similar to that of a dolphin. And that's probably one of the things I like about this set, because that really gives it its aquatic underwater theme that all the Atlantis sets sort of need. If I take the rotor off, it has the main cockpit control area. You can see, can't remember what that guy's name was, but this was the captain of all the Atlantis guys. That's what he was in the original Lego theme. And real helicopters would only have one joystick, so I don't know why I gave him two. I just wanted to for fun. It would make more sense if this were actually in the back, because that's where the crane controls are, but I'll get to that in a minute. But if you move back here, you can open this up further. And if I just zoom in there, oh crud. Wait, I'm sorry, it's blurry. But you'll notice right here, there's this second seat, and that is where the operator of the crane is. However, there is no actual crane in the helicopter per se. You just sort of have to imagine it. But basically, if you turn around here towards the back of the helicopter, let me just put the rotor on. Ah, crud. I don't like, the pontoons do have a tendency to come off. There's a ROV, remote operated vehicle, sea submarine in here that you can detach. And the idea was, there was, instead of this piece in the back that makes it look like there are propellers, which I do kind of like, there would be, I guess, one of those bar pieces, but like it has those two things in the way, so you can't use it with a normal clip piece. Can't remember what those are called. And that would fit a small winch up here that you could connect to and you could lower into the sea. But when I built that, I decided that I might eventually one day put a winch in there, but I didn't really feel like it because I had other sets I would be working on, like the Ornithopter I reviewed last week. But, so I never got around to it, and now that's all there is, right there. One interesting thing this helicopter does have, though, is on the pontoons on below. You'll notice that there's these bubbles coming out of here. And the reason I chose those was because I thought it would be cool if this helicopter could actually double as a boat if it was really necessary. And in these skiffs, which I decided to be designed so they almost look like catamaran fenders. Fenders? No, that's not what you call them, a catamaran. Well, basically the floats on a catamaran. And that could just skiff across like a hydrofoil. There is some engine detailing up here by the rotor, which isn't much, but I decided that it would have a small rotor anyway, because, I mean, it's not going to be going on long flights. One thing I do like is that I did get decent usages out of these Lightning McQueen pieces down here because those Lightning McQueen elements, they were really only ever meant to be Lightning McQueen, and we did get some decent uses out of them for other objects, like when they were part of the wing stabilizers in the original Destiny's Bounty. But otherwise, they were never really used for much else, and therefore they're a little bit difficult to get good uses out, so I was thankful that I could get some decent shaping out of them right there. There's the whole tail fin is sort of just, or tail unit is just sort of suspended on this big, long axle piece, which it's okay, but I think it maybe should look more reinforced. And because of the way I had to hold the front nose cone together with these with I guess side pieces, the 1x2, 2x2 square side holders. Oh shoot, you can't see that. There's a gap between them. I don't think I got the name of that piece right, but yeah. One of these pieces, essentially. I use one of these pieces to hold both these sides on, or two of them, and because of the way they were held on, they wouldn't stick. So, or they would stick, they just wouldn't close up that little gap. There's also some discoloration in here, but that's nothing that really bothers me too much. Also, you have minifigure tools that you can use, including the newest edition of them, the walkie-talkie. And you can give that to him in there. He can control it. And that's basically it for this set, because there isn't really much to this set. So I think I've covered all the basics. The pros of this set is that it looks decent, it has nice functionality, and all in all, it's decent. It gets good playability. And I do like the pontoons down here, and I also these sides. I do like the bubbles, because even though some people might say they look silly, this is actually sort of a way to be realistic, because some helicopters, especially ones with cranes mounted on them, do have these bubbles where you can like stick your head in and look down to see where you're landing or what you're picking up. So it's mostly on the looks that I like this set, but not so, and, well, I guess no, it's more of functionality. There are places where I do like the looks, but a lot of places I think it's where the looks that it could be improved. The cons of this set are that, honestly, it doesn't have that much functionality. I wish I had gotten a chance to put a crane in it. I don't like how the pontoons / skiffs do have a tendency to come off. And I don't like this big gap right between here. I also don't like how there's a lot of open area in this section. I wish there was, I guess, an easier way to make this more enclosed, but I was afraid that in the mechanic or technique I was using, that if I made the cockpit look more closed, it would look weird and compact, and honestly not that attractive. And you can probably tell I wanted to keep this build smooth and relatively low on studs. And I don't really mind studs showing. I know some people do. It never gave me a problem. And also, but I just wanted to give this a sleek look that a helicopter would have. I also don't like how this is just very plain, though maybe you could say it's like some ultra light areas back here. Whatever you want. Despite the flaws this build has, I still do enjoy this set. I make some decent playability out of it, and I can still give it some parts in the games or stories I use and imagine my LEGO sets in. As always, that's pretty much it, and thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.